We are live. You are watching the Joy Daily Show with your girl Joy Daily.
And of course, hey everybody, it's Wahida.
And we are having a great night. It's a lot of craziness going on here in New York City. Shout out to A-List Radio for holding us down, for being so patient
Teamwork.
with us. Yes.
Having a lot of teamwork.
Yes, we really appreciate that. And we are here with our featured guest for tonight, who was here on time.
Early, actually.
Early.
Yeah.
Are you early like that for everything, or?
Only if it's like money involved usually. I'll
Yeah.
be there ready to collect, but normally,
If you're getting paid.
I'm on my artist shit normally. I'll be showing up when I feel like it, but I try to be professional. I try to be punctual, but I'm learning to get a little bit better at it because of like I'm dealing with this movie shit, and as far as what I understand in the movie world, like they don't play that late shit.
Oh no, they
So if your
don't.
meeting's at 2:00 and you get there at 2:15, like, oh, I'm here. Like, it's like, I'm sorry,
It's
buddy.
over.
We got another meeting at 2:20 with this guy. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So, trying to be a little better, but my brain, I do a lot with my brain.
So we gotta talk about this movie that you're working on,
Yes.
and how has that been? What inspired you to do a film? To jump from being an artist to not even just being in a film, but actually producing a film. That's like a huge deal.
Thank you. Well, really what the situation with me is, I have a lot of like outlandishly prolific thoughts in my brain that have to go somewhere.
Care to elaborate?
Such as, okay, in terms of just before that, just in terms of life experience and things I've dealt with and been through, like, I've been through a lot of different zones just as a human, just from as a younger child, just being more into like the arts and like, I used to, I played like every instrument you could think of for like 2 weeks till I learned how to play one or two things and then quit. I used to like win essay contests and all kinds of like nerdy accolades and shit like that.
Wow.
And when I wound up getting a little older, I got into like sports and shit like that. I thought I was going to the league and the classic
Which
ghetto
league?
hoop dream. I mean basketball.
Basketball. Okay.
And, I was pretty good. I had a couple of scholarship offers and stuff like that. But when I got to school, I was. I was 17, I was on my own, and I had a couple of dollars when I was young. So,
You didn't know how to act.
Yeah, I didn't know. I knew how to act for what was not knowing how to act.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I was advanced party-wise. So, I would throw these big parties in school and just be wild, basically. You know what I'm saying? I got into the street thing a little bit when I started going out on my own, like 17, 18, and I had the freedom. Now I'm not at my mom's house. I got my own apartment, my own car. I'm in a different state. I'm swaggy. The girls feel me. So I got into that zone more. You know what I'm saying? And kind of like I was like, fuck basketball. You know what I mean? And I realized like I never was really good at school. I was good at getting over it and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I was good enough to come up with the answers for some shit, even if I didn't study type thing. And people be looking like, how the hell do you do that? And I guess it caught up to me when I got to college and realized that I'm paying for this shit. So it's like, I'm paying to cheat off somebody. What the fuck am I, I'm cheating off this person next to me to get an A on the test, but why am I here? You know what I'm saying? Like, do I really want to work in corporate America? Do I really want to? So this was the progression of me into becoming an actual artist. Like I didn't really start rapping until around this time, where I was like in school and realized I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that, and I was getting high and shit, and just had all these fucking crazy thoughts, and just started getting into these little freestyle battles, playing around in like dorm rooms and shit like that. And then I went home to the hood, and like people was looking at me with that, yo, you rap now face, and I was like, I'm just playing, like, you know what I'm saying? But I guess the streets wouldn't let me, like, not do it. So, people started like, nah, you gotta get in this battle. Yo, it's $500, you can do this. So I got into a battle. Like my first rap battle, I was like, I think 18 and 19. And I came in like second place out of like 50 people. So this was like my first real actual performance of any kind as like a rapper.
So you started out like later in life. Now, when you look at rappers and you look at who's hot right now in the industry, do you think that the music industry tends to glorify artists that have like a troubled background or that come from like a situation where they were selling drugs or getting into illegal type stuff, as opposed to guys like yourself who, you were in school, you're in athletics.
I was doing that too.
Intellectual.
The difference is, I think in America, period, like, we celebrate the outlaw, because if you think about it, America is the outlaw. You know what I'm saying? America is the settlers saying, fuck you, Britain. Basically. We're sailing off to find a new world. We're gonna take some niggas and build a country.
All the criminals in England. They passed them out. That's who started America, pretty much.
Basically.
Pirates.
This was built by, you know what I'm saying, pirates and criminals.
Pretty much.
Definitely just looking at from history, from Billy the Kids to, to even now where you got like the 50s and whoever. Al Capone. These are the celebrated figures because they decide to say, man, fuck that. I'm not laying down and being regular and just whatever. I'm gonna make a way. You know what I'm saying? So, that's why, honestly, like, I think I get the level of love from the street at this stage that I get is because, that's been my situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I basically, in terms of the whole battle shit, in terms of the streets, I basically made myself famous, like, by just eating 50 or so rappers and like getting to the stage where now it's getting on DVDs, now I'm going on every DVD, now I'm going on MTV and BT and building my own legacy, you know what I'm saying? So, I did all of that shit, all this shit you think these rappers is doing, these niggas ain't doing nothing, okay? I'm still out here in these streets, I don't see these niggas, and my niggas are the real people that people rap about on, I think I'm, not coming at raw, but I think I'm Big Meech and these different characters that people are glorifying is my life. You know what I'm saying? These are my family members, these are my cousins, these are my brothers. So I actually been in the streets my whole life in terms of interaction. It just wasn't until later in life where I really had no choice. You know what I'm saying? Because and not no choice, that's a cop out, but in terms of it was readily available to me to be more a part of the streets. I think that's what really made me more of a well-rounded individual, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? I could speak intellectually, right? You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I could still fuck you up if need be.
How did you maintain that balance? That must be hard.
It's not that hard. First of all, shout out to my pop. I come from like a real thorough bloodline. Like my aunt shoot niggas and shit. So it's like, I couldn't really be a punk if I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? I would get my ass whooped if I came home and got beat up in school or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't allowed to be the uncool, lame guy. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have fit in my own family. You know what I'm saying? So, in terms of balance, I try to be a student of life, man. Like, I try to actually know some shit. And pay attention to what goes on in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think that's the difference just in being a real man. Like, how you a man and you out here just don't even fucking know anything or know what's going on in the world? Like, you know
what's something that you're paying attention to right now?
You too.
In the music world or in the news, in the media.
Well, what I'm paying attention to right now is the development of entertainment in terms of the way that it's grown. Like, if you look at, I should probably tweet and tell people I'm here.
Yeah, you should definitely do that. You could reach, your phone is dead.
Yeah, my jack is dead. That's
all right. Let's.
But we don't know how to
you can do that while we ask you questions.
Let me see if I'm smart enough to type and talk at the same time, man.
Let's see if this internet will work with you.
Okay.
So the development of entertainment.
The development of entertainment, okay. This is the way it's turning out, at least from my perception. Okay, we lost greats. We lost the Biggies, the Pacs, Jay and them are starting to seem like the elders and shit like that. And we really don't have any classic figures to dictate the direction of the way this shit goes.
What about Lil Wayne?
I mean,
that was a joke.
always talented.
Wayne is very talented.
I mean, he has a lot of similes and metaphors, but what message is he bringing?
Okay, the message is bad, but
okay.
Overall,
I'm not gonna elaborate on that.
Okay, you don't gotta elaborate on it.
You know, but this is what I mean in terms of the entertainment, like substance wise, just as people, we don't give a fuck anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't have people that make us give a fuck. Like a nigga like Biggie, he makes you give a fuck. A nigga like Pac, he makes you care about his life. You want to know this nigga is on some shit. Like we don't really have those kind of people as leaders.
So what do we have now is what I'm asking, because the
So,
people that are ruling stuff now, what are they bringing to the table?
Okay. Basically, this is the progression I see. Like now we're getting to the point where since we don't think that anybody's a classic motherfucker that you just pay attention to, make me laugh, nigga. Do some stupid shit. Call yourself a bitch, dance around some tight pants, do something that just looks crazy enough for me to be entertained for the moment. Cause you can't be a classic greatness type of nigga. You're just like all these other niggas. That's the perspective that we wind up having because we don't have anything real to hold on to life-wise. Like hip hop and all this shit, our culture used to be about life. These niggas in the Bronx didn't have lights and shit like that. They'd find a plug and across the street and plug up a boombox in a building and go there and dance and rock because they needed that. You know what I'm saying? Because the Bronx was burnt out. They didn't have shit going on in life. You know what I'm saying? This is what built this energy that it was real to us then, you know what I'm saying? But now it's like it's so saturated, everybody's a rapper, your cousin, your mama, right? Okay, you're marketed to every 5 seconds, everybody's a young this and a little this, and you know what I'm saying, got chains, cars. It's like, man, fuck this shit. That's the way people feel, and the only way they gravitate towards anything is when they have enough evidence that it's real and can actually be beneficial in life. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really see too many niggas like that in this game. So the development of entertainment to me is turning into quick, microwavable shit. Fuck a bitch on camera. Knock a nigga out. Put it on World Star. This level of petty thinking, because what the fuck else? I mean, what else is gonna be entertaining to you when you don't really have anything of substance life-wise? You know what I'm saying? And we going through real shit. We gotta, you know what I'm saying? We going through a recession. We going through political shit, birds dropping out the sky, motherfucking fish popping. This is one of the most trying times for humans, I think. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just looking at what's going on in the world. So, I mean, hopefully, God has blessed me to shoulder the responsibility of being a voice for this fucking generation, you know what I'm saying? So I'm working on getting myself to the plateau where I'm respected enough to make a change with my voice, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yo.
That was really deep, man. That was really seriously deep shit.
Real shit.
I fuck with you. And dog, you are your name. All the way out, man. It's your perfect name. You're very serious. But we are in a day where people don't really give a fuck about nothing. It's all about entertainment. So let me ask you this. How are you gonna compete with that though?
I think I'm a pretty entertaining.
You are entertaining. I love your flow and everything and whatnot. And but it seems like you don't really fuck with you ain't trying to like get with what's going on.
Nah, I'm not trying to get with what's going on. I'm trying to be what the fuck is going on.
And
so I fuck with the niggas that's going on. Like, like I got records with all of these same people that would seem like the opposite of this conversation. Like Soulja Boy, shout out to Soulja Boy. I got joints with Gucci, I got joints with fucking Bobby V, 2 Chainz.
When is we gonna start dropping videos on this shit though?
In about 30 seconds.
Oh, shit, man. I'm waiting on it, though, because I'm voting for you.
I appreciate it.
I want you to win, because
I just got some real shit. I
motherfucker.
gotta just get like millions of dollars, because in this day and age, that's all niggas follow is paper. So I've been out here on my trap-a-thon, stacking my paper. As you see.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Is that a little bit of being a hypocrite if you're talking all this serious
Good
Jones
point.
stuff.
Good
But then you're also collaborating with artists who don't, relate to anything of substance at all. I mean, is that like you're contradicting yourself?
I am a contradiction. You know why?
Why?
Because I could go to the club and pop a bottle and get wasted and fuck some bitches and then wake up in the morning and turn on the news and think about the social dichotomy in this fucking world. So I'm not the same person in terms of I feel the same way all the time. You know what I'm saying? There's many levels you can
So
relate
you're
to.
multi-layered. You're multi-layered.
I'm a street nigga at the end of the day. Like, come on,
Every
bitch. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm a street nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm an intellectual street nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm the type of nigga that's not the regular street nigga. But at the same time, I mean, I deal with the same shit as anybody else. So I can relate. Plenty of my niggas, you know what I'm saying, are into type of music that might not seem like the most progressive, uplifting shit. But it's not all about that with me. You know what I'm saying? My
Right.
shit is all about me. However I feel.
How you
know what I'm
feeling
saying?
at the moment.
If
You're
I feel at
multi-layered.
that time,
You have
I'm not a
layers.
one-dimensional person. And this is why I think it's more challenging for a type of artist like me to really officially smash everything. Because people need to understand that you have the room to do that. You know what I'm saying? Now, let's say if we was talking about Wayne or something like, let's say if Wayne comes out with a song tomorrow that's like speaking about, say, a letter to his dad or, whatever, some real deep emotional shit. People will be like, oh man, he's the realest. Cause it's so, because they think that you're on that plateau where we tell us, we're ready to listen.
Whatever glass of water you give
Whatever you give them, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I think it is.
And that's the difference. So a lot of niggas still don't know who the fuck I am. They think I'm just some nigga that makes people look crazy in battles. Some people think I'm just, oh yeah, you that nigga with that one or two songs that I liked on that Piff or whoever. And other people know what I'm on, you know what I'm saying? And it's following me and we on the mission. But it's about, I think, consolidation in terms of getting everything on the same page and moving in the same direction. So that's what I've been doing.
I have this question. As far as music, you know how you're saying everyone's different and, we have different personalities as far as like you can be this intellectual person, but then you can also be like a party animal. Do you feel that applies to all the other rappers that are out there? Do you feel that they are not just one-dimensional?
Nobody is.
And so why is the music so one-dimensional?
Because honestly, I think people are making music that they think they're supposed to make.
And it's about that money and that radio airplay.
At the end of the day,
and realistic,
I think that like she just said, it's really about that money. And if you, it's a lot of niggas that kept it real that's broker than a motherfucker.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm trying to keep it real and keep it rich. Like I said that, and I said that in the rhyme. So like niggas be like, I don't remember the bars like that, but whatever. That's my whole twist. Like, I don't want people to get confused and thinking I'm here to just be like, I'm here to fight the power. And that's the purpose of serious joke. Like, no, I'm a man, you know what I'm saying? I'm a nigga that's been through a whole lot of life, you know what I'm saying? I done did a whole lot of shit and still doing it, you know what I'm saying? So I have a proper perspective to speak to motherfuckers. I know about shit. It's not like I'm just, I want to be some rapper. Like, I didn't really want this. This actually just came to me and I kind of had no choice but to go with it. Or just be losing in terms of my talent. Like, you just gonna be the talented guy that just, oh yeah, you could be a great rapper, but you work in Walmart. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever. That couldn't have been me. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. But I just want people to listen. Like, don't fucking overthink it. Just fucking listen, man. Like, listen and watch. Don't think you know. Don't try to figure it out. Just pay attention. Like, that's the hardest, most confusing part to me, is that I got some people that are like fans and see me in the street and like this one girl started crying and shit. And I'm like, I actually took a picture of her. I just thought it was hilarious.
Did you tweet
that?
Yeah, I'm like, am I Michael Jackson? Like, what the fuck?
Hey,
so she really started crying and like when, and I'm like, when I think about it, it's some people like that can't quote a song for me. So it's like, what are you like? How do you love somebody or fuck with somebody but not pay attention to them? Like, I don't understand that, but this is the evolution of our entertainment. Like, people are taking what they're spoon-fed in their face because of the machine puts the money behind the record goes on the radio, they play the record 30 times. I kind of like this song now. Now it's your shit. Now you're in the club, now you dance around to it. Like, so this is strategic. There are no independent niggas that are just so waved out on their own, and like, that's not the way it goes. And I used to have that faith and think like, yeah, you know, I'ma just do it all myself. Fuck all these niggas. That's what I'm doing in essence, but it's gonna take more of a machine to actually move something to the public light in this day and age, because it's so saturated with shit. You know what I'm saying?
Basically. Now, you say you want people to hear you, and we want to hear you too. And because you said you're a battle rapper and you're just like...
No, I didn't say that. I hate that fucking phrase.
I'm so sorry.
I'm an MC, like, I'm an artist.
So you can freestyle. Because that
that
to me is a gift.
Yeah, that's a gift. That's
very few
hard.
people are blessed with.
Hey, could you freestyle something about me right now?
Me.
All of us.
Okay, this is the put me on the spot part.
Yeah.
And the blue paint on the
This is an
wall.
honor.
And A-list. Put A-list in there.
Put it all in there. An A-list radio.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we're gonna know if you really freestyle.
Yeah.
Cause you know, you be like freestyle. People spit some other.
Yeah,
spit
we only had one
I know you
freestyle
thorough.
so far.
I know you fucking. I know.
I mean, I can tell that you might have
This nigga the man.
but
right
I
now.
want you to just show it to
You just
everyone.
want me to show it to everyone.
Just really quick,
Just
just give
blow
us
like
like
a heavy dome.
2
Just stop
bars.
talking and let me roll off my own tongue.
2.
I see you throw a post out of nigga.
You thought I saw a post at a nigga that ain't
No,
something
I
I
was
maybe do.
there. I was there.
And y'all keep cutting me off, so I can't even
No,
run.
no, no,
Crazy.
no.
Why they don't get this shit right now?
I didn't know.
When is wrong start? Right? You can't even start.
Alright, I'm done.
Shut the fuck
My bad.
That shit crazy though. I'm gonna spit a little freestyle on the top live at A-List Radio. Okay, you know, I'm on that, hit a nigga on contact, the way I'm off something like my attire and the table and you, all black. See, I told you, I don't talk about shit that I maybe do. Shout out to the mob, rest in peace to that color on the wall, Baby Blue. If y'all don't know who that is, do your homework. Stay at home, jerk. Otherwise, you fuck around and get your dome splurt. My nigga right here, Jack the Thriller. That's my nigga. He's in the club movie. If you don't know what that is, get the picture when it comes out. You know how it dumbs out. This color right here is how I have a nigga running out. Out his veins, I'm out my brain. I'm not out the game, I'm in the game. I'm the nigga that's insane in the membrane and still in the pimp game. So if you don't understand what's going on with the guy, I drop bombs. Log on to getserious.com.
Oh,
wow. Wow, what I say?
That's what I said.
That's like,
very
That's
poetic.
No. Fuck that. Don't know. We ain't that shit real.
Hey,
This
man.
shit is real. It happens right now.
That was hot.
That was
Yeah,
hot.
that was hot.
That
That takes
Niggas can't do that shit.
That takes
Everybody can do it. Let's watch this shit. I'm at A-List Radio. Sometimes I be with bad hoe. And sometimes I be by myself. Like DJ Self, nigga, I ain't got nothing left.
Oh,
See what I'm saying?
Self and left.
Self and left.
Got him.
Oh, okay.
Nah,
Now
but
I got
you know what I think is more
Right.
important, yo? Yeah, I'm not chopping no seasoning on it, you know, and be real egomaniacal or none of that. You know what I'm saying? But in terms of just talent in general, I think when you look at niggas that's really did it and did it right, like, they're multi-talented. It's like, you know, Biggie can freestyle. His rhymes are freestyle. He's sitting there just thinking about it and, all right, yeah, say this, say that, say this. You know, like, Jamie Foxx can sing. He can act. He can, you know, he's a comedian. Like, these are just talented people in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, God has blessed me to be a talented person. I just want people to pay attention to the work that I do. You know what I'm saying? Because work-wise, whether it's the movie, like I was talking about, and we got to talk a little bit about that, so I can promo.
We do. We are
let's touch on
running
that
a
right
little
now.
tight on time.
But okay, let's spiel it out. All right, so I need y'all to be focused. All right, Serious Jones. Go to getserious.com. All right, join my website. It takes 2 seconds. I give you all kinds of cool free shit. We got bad chicks from all over the world. Interesting shit. All right. Follow me on Twitter at Serious Jones. Also, I got Life is Serious the movie. If you have not seen that, you are wildin'. I need you to go to YouTube. Immediately stop watching me right now and go to YouTube, all right? And check out Life is Serious the movie, okay? It's 25 minutes, it's crazy, it's fighting, it's fucking, it's battling, it's just entertainment, all right? We're shooting part 2 to that, which is called The Club. The homie right here has a hilarious classic.
You know who was supposed to be in it?
Who?
Miss Tammy.
I was.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Something came up,
She was
something.
bullshit.
Yeah.
It's okay, but
Yeah.
she fucked up. And it's gonna be classic. So I need y'all niggas to tune in, all right? It's called The Club. It's basically a movie about the club, all right? I can't tell y'all more than that because I don't want niggas stealing my money.
Yeah.
Basically, that's coming out soon as well. And I got serious business too. I got, like I said, I got joints. The new joint is with Gucci called Flex, and they playing that on the radio. I got, what else? Choose Up, featuring Titty Boy. I got She Like It, Bobby V. All these records you're gonna be hearing soon. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And stay in tune for all the new shit I'm doing. I'm dropping a joint every week. I call it Serious Sunday. You know what I'm saying? If you follow me on Twitter, I just blast a new song to the internet every single week, just so people could get abreast to the full spectrum of my
And tell them about your dildo line for the lesbians and shit. Serious dick. Tell them about that.
Wow.
I didn't know I had anything
That might be a
about
good
that.
Oh, okay.
concept.
I got you.
Okay.
Wow.
I think he's just reaching out. But
Okay,
basically, yeah, that's all of the new things come with me. Serious Business, Club album. Follow me on Twitter. I talk a lot of shit. I'm out here in these streets. All of that kind of shit.
So
right?
much.
So where can we get the dildo though? If we want to get it.
Yeah, he's scaring me.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
He's scaring me. All right.
Yeah.
yo, I mean, okay.
Yeah, I don't know what
it's
that's
just-
all about. But
You know what this is about?
No, I don't. Thank you so much, Sarah, for coming
Thank you
through.
so
much.
We
We
definitely
Thank you.
appreciate
Thank you
it.
for having me.
Hey, no,
And,
you gotta pump the dildo line.
too.
Yes, and we
And
have
she's-
to.
And she's really sexy, guys. Okay, y'all gotta see them in person. I don't know about YouTube.
Oh,
And we have another sexy lady that's
Yes.
joining
Yes,
us in
ma'am.
just a few
Yes, ma'am.
moments.
All right.
And we have all of our other guests here too. So we are going to continue with the Joy Daily Show. We're going to take a little break and we're going to be right back with more of the Joy Daily Show on A-List Radio.